Hi, Faye the editor here. So today I don't have anything like super interesting or like super creative to upload, but last night we did end up doing like a bunch of Buzzfeed quizzes, and myself and Shmariana were doing a bunch of Buzzfeed quizzes, and I decided to record it because it was a lot of fun and it's going to be a busy weekend for me. I have an assignment due in about 10 or so days, so I'm like a little stressed right now. So I hope you appreciate just like the little fun moment, and I'm really sorry that I don't have something more like mind-blowing or like heavily edited or funny, but you know, I just hope I just wanted to post something so the people who are waiting for my content, you know, have something to go off. Thank you for, you know, being around and watching my content and, you know, just having some fun with me. I think that I really like doing this. So yeah, I hope you enjoy the content. If you don't, please do let me know and I'll avoid posting this kind of stuff in the future. But I really did enjoy this. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next video. Please do remember to like, share, subscribe. We're trying to reach 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I would really appreciate any support that you can give me. So thank you. See you later. Okay, so we're just doing BuzzFeed quizzes in isolation. This is Shmariana. You want to say hi?
Good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are watching this.
We're joined by our South African sister.
In isolation.
It's okay, so the quiz is called "It's Time to Find Out What Avengers Endgame Character You Are" by Audrey Ingvalson. What would you risk your life for?
Yeah, that's it.
And we have 9 options.
Are we going to read out the answers, or are we just going to pick and reveal at the end?
I mean, what? This probably defeats the point, but this is hardly like a scientific quiz. It's fucking BuzzFeed. But like, what would you pick in, like, what do you think of these options? I mean, out of the 9, I'm strongly leaning towards justice, freedom, and family.
I would go for justice, freedom, or peace.
See, if they had revenge here, that would be a high contender as well. I think family would probably be my top.
I would go for justice.
Okay. I feel like I'm gonna get fucking arrow shooting man.
Okay.
That's the one. The irrelevant one.
Arrow shooting man. He saved the asses a couple of times.
You know what? This is gonna be a controversial opinion because I said it off camera, but I'm gonna say it again. Like, Iron Man's death really added to his character. Arrow shooting man didn't even fucking die. Like,
but his family died, so he had enough grief on his own. So
yeah, but you know what? I like Black Widow, and I wish she didn't sacrifice herself.
Same.
It was a very emotional scene.
I wish I was Black Widow, for fuck's sake.
Everyone wishes Black Widow. I love Black Widow. I can't wait for that movie to come out. I'm gonna watch the fuck out of that movie.
When is it released?
It's supposed to be released sometime this year, but they're probably pushing it because the cinemas are open.
No.
Choose an Avenger to bring home to your parents.
Captain America, no doubt.
It's Thor.
I'm not gonna change my mind.
It's Thor, hands down. Like
Nope, it's Captain America. So
you know what? Me, aside from me, like thirsting after Chris Hemsworth, I do think that Thor has the most interesting story arc in the amongst all of the Avengers. He goes from like this arrogant dickhead to this like humbled kind of leader sort of person, which I think is real character development. And we talked about this as well. Like, I related so hard to that one scene where he's talking to his mother. It was just such a like, even though he's a
totally from the future.
It's just such a human moment. And I'm like, I was sitting in the cinema because I watched that movie alone in the cinema as well. Like, sitting in the cinema, like tearing and crying, like eating my snacks that I snuck in. Like, oh my god, I wish I could have that conversation.
It punches you.
Yeah, it really fucking does. Who would be your second choice to bring home? I mean, my parents wouldn't accept any of these options.
I think not. I would go with Black Panther. He's not on the actual tiles, but I think I would go with Black Panther.
I think
I find him hilarious.
Yeah.
And he's also got like serious leadership qualities, which I dig.
I think I would probably go Captain America for second choice. Very, very contending for first. I like Captain America and I like Thor. Probably out of like the original Avengers.
So you like your men fossilized in old fashioned.
Mm-hmm. I like my gruff, hairy, disgusting, manly men.
You should have gone with Hulk then.
I don't know why. I've just always been, especially in like the last movie, so in Infinity War, it really freaked me out, like the homogeneous sort of Hulk.
Yeah.
It really, really creeped me out. Like I was standing Hulk because I enjoy the anger and I like that side of him. Like there's a real depth to that character. But the homogeneous Hulk Bruce Banner thing, that really freaked me out. Like I could not look at that. Of all the things in Infinity War, that was cursed. Like I hated that.
I actually loved him. I thought it was fucking brilliant.
I didn't like it.
Really, really smashed the car and then fake road. Like I love that.
He was like the dad version of the Hulk. I hated it. Like I kind of loved it, but I also like there was just part of me that was just like cringing throughout.
I think that was the point. I think it was.
Yeah, I do think that was the point as well. But anyway, moving along. You have the chance to wield one Infinity Stone.
Ooh.
What will you choose? What do they do?
So
the Power Stone is destruction, right?
Yeah, let's just Google that quickly. So we don't spread propaganda here. Load.
I think definitely the look of the one I like the most is probably the Tesseract, the Space Stone.
Yeah, I think that's cool. Although I would go with the Mind Stone.
You think so?
I like the idea of foresight. Yeah. Well, okay, this is a long-winded explanation. Must I go through them, or is it fine?
Nah, I think we can just figure them out. I think I'd probably go Reality Stone.
Okay. That's an interesting one. You like illusions.
I like tricking people.
The Time Stone is also so cool. Like, it's mad. You can do so much with that.
It is, but I think that it would slowly drive me crazy.
Yeah, in a way, yeah.
Yeah. Whereas the Reality Stone, I could just prank all of my friends all of the time. That's what I would legitimately use it for.
You'd be the worst Avenger ever.
I would be the worst Avenger ever, because I mean, I don't want to be so bold as to say that I would be Deadpool, but that's my levels of fuckery. Like, I have sent people heartfelt cards with, like, really, really triggering gifts. I once sent... There was one time where one of my friends was really, really obsessed with, like a sports player or something like that. Alicia was obsessed with another sports player, but I had another friend who was obsessed with one of these sports players, and I thought, instead of sending that person a signed picture of their favorite sports person, what I'm going to do is send them a signed picture of that person's rival. And they would not stop dying laughing. So it's like...
That is evil. That is pure evil.
It's like chaotic, but like good chaotic. I also sent Simon the greatest hits of Rick Astley.
I've seen that, yeah.
And I sent it to his workplace. So he got rimmed for it. What would you say your biggest weakness is? I tend to live in the past. I constantly bite more off than I can chew. I'm flaky. I'm insecure. I don't look before I leap. I tend to be stubborn-headed. I lie a lot. I seldom pay attention to what's going on around me. Sometimes I can be narrow-minded. I never take time for myself. I tend to overreact.
Those are some bad options. I think for me it's stubbornness. I am about my convictions, and sometimes to my own detriment.
I think I tend to live in the past is probably my biggest weakness. Although I've gotten better at that.
Are you going to be Tony Stark?
You think so?
Family oriented, I doubt it, but maybe he was just going to live in your past, but I think he hasn't gotten over things.
I think Star-Lord also lives in the past a lot.
Yeah.
And Captain
I think
America.
that's why they're the same personality type. Like that lives
True. Captain America also lives in the past.
Who tends to overreact though? Ant-Man. That's the only one I can think of.
Hulk?
Ant-Man is the biggest pansy. Hulk, yes.
Hulk,
although Hulk just has anger issues.
Who seldom pays attention to what's going on around them?
Peter Parker, I think he's the most oblivious.
I do love Peter Parker though. He warms my heart. He's my spirit.
No, he's cool, but he's so naive.
That's what I like about him though.
Well, you want to be an 18-year-old boy?
Yes, that sounds awesome. Sounds way better than being a 25-year-old woman. What do you think your most useful asset would be if you joined the Avengers? There's a lot of options.
There's a lot of power.
Your strategy, your bravery, your strength, your ingenuity, persistence, charisma, morale, intelligence, ambition, leadership, honesty, and selflessness. Selflessness is Black Widow to a T.
Morale, Captain America. Leadership, Captain America. Bravery and strength.
What does ingenuity mean?
Ingenuity, so
like
ability to think on your feet. Yeah, like that.
Yeah. So I think...
I would...
Go ahead.
Yeah, you go. Top three. What are yours?
I think, for me, it would be between ingenuity, morale, and charisma. Or actually, persistence is also one that I would pick.
I would probably go strategy, ingenuity, and leadership.
How many can we pick? Just one?
One, yeah, unfortunately. Okay.
I think I'm going to pick persistence.
Persistence, yeah, okay, that's a good trait.
I think that
that's a very good trait.
that above all, we know I'm persistent. In a good way and
a
bad way.
I think you have to be. Yeah. You have to be. You can't be a hero if you give up.
True.
I went with strategy.
You're gonna go with strategy?
Yeah.
I think you're good. I think you're good at that.
I would hope so.
Imagine you sign up to the Avengers and you're like terrible at strategy. You're just sitting there like, they're like, what do we do? And you're like, oh.
You're like, where's the bathroom?
So which non-Avenger would you want on your team against Thanos? Oh, Hela.
Nice question.
Absolutely Hela. 100% Hela.
Probably Hela as well.
All these other, except for maybe Surtur, all of the other options kind of suck, although I love Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum doesn't count.
No, I know, it's the Grandmaster, but if this was Jeff Goldblum, I would pick Jeff Goldblum. But yeah, absolutely Hela. She can make a weapon out of anything. So
there's your ingenuity covered and your strength covered.
What?
And you have your persistence, and you team up with Hela.
Yeah.
That's dope. Yeah, Hela it is.
Well, you're picking Hela as well?
Yeah, I have to. There is no other option there.
Finally, if you were alone at the supermarket during the snap, who is the first person you would check to see if they survived?
Oh wow.
Your pets?
Shame.
Probably my
asshole.
Your significant other.
Yeah.
I don't have one of them. Is your favorite celebrity?
Oh. I hope Ariana Grande doesn't die. That would be a shame.
I hope Rihanna doesn't die. That would be a true loss.
That would be a travesty.
Probably, it's between my siblings and my best friend, but the thing is I would not be able to check on my siblings.
Most likely,
yeah. It would probably be my best friend. I got Thor!
Okay, my ass off. I got Iron Man. You see, the fucking personality test was right.
Do you want to read the little description out?
Okay. So I got Iron Man. You're inventive, sarcastic, and an overall good leader. You have no problem taking risks and standing up for what you believe in, but your bold and daring nature can sometimes alienate those who find it hard to keep up. That's profoundly true. Wow. Okay.
So my one says you're constantly growing and changing as a person, while some people only see stoic, You and your close friends know that you're very multidimensional and an absolute pleasure to be around.
That's cute. That's wholesome.
Yes, so wholesome. I knew I was
That's-
Thor. Thor is my favorite.
You're not just Thor. You are Fat Thor.
I'm Fat Thor. Fat Thor is my spirit
It works.
animal. I
That is
love.
brilliant.
Like one of the first tweets I made after seeing Endgame was I would sleep with Fat Thor 100%. No question. I love that. I love that specific iteration of Thor. He is the best Avenger.
I think because he's wholesome and he's relatable.
He's so
And that's the
wholesome.
biggest thing.
He's so wholesome and relatable.